Something that I know to be true, whether or not these are words that you would use directly, is that when it comes to intimacy, when it comes to sexuality with another person in particular being expressed and explored, we all want safety. We want it to feel safe. Even if you're somebody who plays within the realm of kink and you like to have consensual non-consent or pain or danger or surprise included in the way that you are exploring yourself. The beauty of the kink world is that things are pre-negotiated and there's a lot of understanding about the limits, the boundaries, the care needs, so on and so forth. And there are safeguards put in place so that these really edgy things can be explored in a safe way. So what I want to talk about are some of the elements of creating safety that whether you are having the most vanilla basic sex out there, which is beautiful and wonderful, or the craziest, wildest sex there you can imagine, again, beautiful, wonderful, there's no judgment about how you are exploring. What I want you to know is how to do it in a safe way. And the first thing is slowness, pacing. We tend to rush into so many aspects of our lives because that is just what's going on. The frantic pace of modern culture pervades every which way, and that includes our intimacy. So taking the time to slow down, both in your process of getting acquainted and communicating with another person, but also in your process of really getting acquainted and communicating with yourself, by which I mean learning how to sense your yeses and your nos, your desires, your boundaries, your preferences. Many of us don't know these things with clarity, or we might have a mental idea or understanding of something that doesn't quite translate to what we are feeling in our bodies. So that's a learned experience, how to sense a yes and a no. And that does require a slower pace. It requires practice. The other thing that is integral to safety is knowing that you are relating with somebody that you can communicate clearly with, that you can speak your truth and be well received without threat of retaliation, reactivity, harm being done in any which way. And the truth of the matter is that many of us are choosing to relate with people where that's not available to us, and we don't think that we're entitled to it or don't know how to go about creating it. Now, there's a lot more that I could say about how that all happens, but I want to emphasize right now is that if you cannot speak openly and honestly with the person that you're being sexual with about what you need and want, I really want to invite you to pause and consider if you should be having sex with them in the first place. And if you really want to keep having sex with them, then it's a beautiful opportunity to say to yourself, what are the capacities that I get to grow? What is the work that we get to do together to make sure that we actually can have these conversations? Another piece that is really important to safety is knowing that consent means we get to opt in and opt out at choice. We don't have to justify this. We don't have to explain this. If we say, yes, I want this, and then 20 minutes later, it's no, actually, that doesn't feel good to me. Having a fully consent-based exchange with all its many nuances is integral. Consent is ongoing. It has to be enthusiastic. It is a mutually arrived upon exchange and agreement that is set. It is not one person says yes, the other person says no, and so we do it anyway, right? So there's a lot of nuance to be learned about how consent is established and the different dynamics and roles that we can occupy within a consensual exchange. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Creating safety is a very personal experience, but these are some things that hold true for us all. The pacing that you move at, the openness of communication, the establishment of consensual dynamics. These are the things that I really want to emphasize for you as 3 basic building blocks to creating safety. And if you want to learn more, stick around. I keep talking about these things on the regular. You can learn more in my newsletter, and hopefully join me for an upcoming offering. I hope that this has served you. Feel free to comment below and let me know. And I look forward to seeing you soon.